No, has everyone got flight mode on?
Oh, no.
I'll check.
Don't want your phones staying pinned by gravity. Hello, and welcome to the second episode of Mind Soup, where you get to gaze inside the three noggins of three less than normal gentlemen in a very cosy conservatory somewhere near Polton. My name is Johnny Gilbert, and to my right is
Matt Charlton.
who, for some reason today, thinks is Japanese. And to his right is my other good friend, Mr.
Tom.
Mr. Tom Evans, we'll call him. He's a bit slowly uptight today. So, Matt, why do you think you're Japanese today?
I know who I am. I don't know I'm Japanese. Just fooling around.
You've been doing Japanese voices all day.
Skoda.
Skoda's Swedish.
It sounds. I know it's Swedish. But it sounds. If you say it, well, it sounds Japanese.
Does it sound Japanese?
Skoda.
Anything can sound Japanese.
Otima.
Say
Subway.
Other sandwich companies are available.
Which reminds us,
I
actually,
forgot that.
you were thinking of making another competitor to Subway.
Yes, I
called
was.
Mattway.
Much way.
Explain to us what would happen in Mattway that's different to Subway.
It'd just be the same but better. I don't know.
You were talking about fillings and stuff. What you were going to do different because you moaned about Subway, and then.
Oh no! I just mentioned that they cut through both sides. You know when they cut the bread, they cut through the whole thing. So I was eating sandwiches falling out of every
Both.
single side.
Yeah. But you were suggesting something different. Come on, Matt, work with me
I
here.
can't remember what it was.
Fucking hell.
Sealing it with cheese or super glue.
Oh
Or
yeah.
super glue, or cutting the middle out
Oh.
and like injecting filling into the Subway. So you like
Like a
bore a hole in the middle.
Like a filling.
Yeah, like a filling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lovely. Matt means tooth filling now. He doesn't realise he's punned. But there you go.
Well, what you could do is you wouldn't really need to cut the middle out of the bread because then that'd take away the breadiness of it. It just
Okay.
kind of crust and fill.
No, yeah, I'm not saying get rid of like everything.
No, so all you do is it's a bit like a donut. You stick a thing in that squirts the filling in.
Oh yeah,
Just do that.
A bit take a turkey baster.
Exactly, yeah. But maybe get a machine that does it.
Like, 'cause you might like it, so it's actually full of tuna.
It
It'd be
looked
amazing.
like a loaf of bread or whatever, and then
You
you bite the bread and you think
Yeah.
there's a sandwich in here.
Imagine if you toasted it. So like, you filled it like literally, it was full of cheese.
Like a pie, but bread.
Yeah,
Ah.
like you could squirt like melted cheese into the sandwich.
Wow.
Like an egg,
Like an
but it's a sandwich.
The thing is, it could go horribly wrong if the machine breaks. You bite into a tuna one, for example, and there's just a whole tuna in there,
like a flip.
still alive, just
Flapping
flapping
about.
around.
Kill me. What we want to do a question actually is what's our favourite other sandwiches are available way? Mine, I've just had one. I should mention. Advertising, see. Mine's meatball marinara. Meatball marinara, Italian bread, cheese and toasted, obviously. Lettuce and red onion. There you go. There's my other sandwiches are all available.
I quite like what I've just had today.
Yeah.
I quite like having the chicken teriyaki.
Teriyaki.
Sometimes with bacon. That makes it it's quite good. With lettuce and green peppers and barbecue sauce. It sounds quite an odd mixture, but
Green peppers is interesting.
if you try it, it's really nice, especially with the bacon in it. It's just like a whole mix of flavours, man.
I've never seen you so serious about anything. It's like
amazing.
fucking bacon in there.
It's like something on Man vs Food, you know.
Oh man, what about Tom?
Mine is Italian BMT with extra cheese.
With extra
not
cheese.
not the grated cheese, the slices.
I would know who's been doing that, and
Yeah.
as a cheese connoisseur,
Yeah,
fucking love cheese.
yeah.
Did he charge you extra for extra cheese?
It's like 40p.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, so extra cheese, and then you got toasted lettuce, mayonnaise. Simple, but it's amazing.
See, I like my meatball marinara because like you can have a tuna one at home. Do you know what I mean? Like I like
That's a
something
good
that I'm
point,
not going to
actually,
get anywhere else.
You want something that you can't make yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Mind you,
If you have a foot long meatball marinara, it's like a meal. Like,
yeah,
it's amazing.
But the way they do their tuna is they use an ice cream scoop.
Yeah,
What?
So
crazy. Could you ask for tuna then ask for mayo on the sauces bit. They have like double power mayo. Mayo times 2.
Wow.
Combo mayo.
Combo mayo.
Mayo combo.
Mayo.
Finish it.
Finish it.
Fight.
I think Matt has like identity crisis every so often, and he just like slips
Who
into...
am I?
So let's say we were talking about this before.
Yeah.
I'm interviewing you. You're in a film.
Yeah.
A 119-year-old Japanese man that's lived in America for 100 of those 19 years.
Yeah, in
Yet you
California.
Yet you still have that accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you did an introduction as the woman before, didn't you?
I don't know.
You were like-
you were like both.
Yeah.
I think you should reenact it.
Yeah, do it again for us.
I can't remember what happened.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You were doing it. You were a woman announcer. You were introducing your sensei or something. Oh, come on, Matt.
We're gonna have to edit this bit.
Yeah.
I was like, how was I saying?
You were like,
So yeah, I don't know. I forgot the guy's. I don't know who the guy's name is.
We'll move
I don't
on.
know who it is.
We'll
We'll
move
on.
Sensei Steve.
Sensei Steve.
Yeah.
He's called Yuri.
right, okay.
We'll come back to that. We'll edit that in.
We'll come back to that. Right, I have a question.
Go on.
So this is a very typical kind of podcasty question. We'll pretend you're both famous or something. If you could have, like, an extra sensory, like, so say like one of your Tom's gesturing like a bottle of wine and moving his mouth like an intellectual. If you could have like one of your senses, so let's take the main ones like your touch, your sight, your hearing, and your smell, and one of those could be like super. Which one would you pick?
That is a good question.
Only one though, no cheating here.
But like, do you have any control over?
Nah, this is the catch. This is the
do you have
question.
any control over like the magnitude of it?
No, you see, this
You
is
don't.
this is the question. You see,
I would have said hearing,
but loud music.
yeah,
Super hearing would be cool.
With touch, it'd be weird because like if you touch a cactus very gently now, it doesn't spike you. You can feel it's spiky, but it doesn't hurt you. If you had like super sensitive touch, that would absolutely kill.
but all the soft stuff would taste.
Yeah, with like-
taste.
Oh, it tastes good.
If you touched like a cat, you'd like jizz in your pants. They're joking there about
I feel like I
pussies,
should
isn't
get
they?
my cat and.
No. Put that on Instagram.
I think sight.
That,
Or
Sight.
taste. Oh no, actually no, because with taste.
I think I think you're right there. Sight might probably be the
Yeah, but
best one.
bright lights, man.
Oh yeah, but you can
Bright
see,
lights.
but it's in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you can
And then you just wear sunglasses in the day.
see, that's a good point. See, I was
Go
thinking
to Norway
for the
where it's
hearing
dark
one
all the time.
is what I'd do with super hearing, right? I'd have earplugs in,
Yeah.
right? And if I wanted super hearing, I'd like earplugs out. You can get like proper discreet ones. So
Yeah.
like earplugs in.
You wouldn't be able to work on TV though, would you?
No.
With like producer talking down your ear. It's like, and today, ah!
Then again, I wouldn't need him here because I could hear him anyway.
Well, on that, on that one, you could just do the sight one and wear sunglasses all the time, like Peter.
Yeah. So it's touch one, you could wear gloves, couldn't you?
But then
so,
you look like a knobhead if you wear sunglasses inside.
Yeah. But you
Come
could,
on, it's dude.
you could
bright.
explain it like I'm the guy that's got like random super sight stuff.
What would your name be? Would you have a superhero name?
Right. So I have like super hearing. You would be tempted to call it like Batman, but that's
Goggles.
that's like taken. All the superheroes are available.
To say it was sight.
Sight.
Yeah. What would your superhero's names be?
A lot of them are taken. Like it could be like Owlman or something.
I
but, like,
Spy.
I Spy.
Nice.
Sorted. Oh, this is why you're here, mate.
We don't even need to carry on now. We just end the podcast.
I Spy. What a super hearing then? I could be
Super
like
Dumbo.
I never shoot them fly.
Giant ears.
What about sonar? That'd be cool.
Sonar.
Sonar, yeah. Okay.
If you had superhero, would you do that echolocation thing? You went, like, it'd be like...
You
Like
would
the
be
guy in
Bat-
X-Men.
You would be Batman. You'd be a literal Batman.
Yeah.
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 The guy in X-Men, when he's like falling, he goes... then goes back up again.
I think it just scares the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, that man's a nutter!
Who?
Was it Douglas Adams in Hitchhiker's Galaxy? Best book like ever. Was the second one? It was. They said that the art to flying is throwing yourself at the ground and forgetting to hit it or something.
Oh.
I like
Yeah, it's,
That's some
Douglas
philosophical
Adams.
shit
Yeah,
right there.
it's fucking hilarious. Like he talks about space. He goes like, space is really big. It's unimaginably big. You might think that walking to the shops is a long way, but that's nothing compared to space.
Yeah, that's very true.
Douglas Adams, Hitchhiker's Galaxy. Read it. It's amazing.
So, the thing I want to mention
Yeah.
is our invention that we came up with
We invented
on
something.
Bonfire Night.
Did we?
Yeah, Matt wasn't there, but
Matt wasn't
we can fill him in on it. He
He
might
was
have
busy.
an idea.
He was busy in Japan, just fulfilling his other roles.
I had some stuff to do.
So yeah, we came up with the invention of pocket sausages.
Pocket sausages.
Pocket sausages.
Pocket
Right.
sausages.
So it's
They weren't really
made-
invented. They were there already.
Explaino.
all they are is cocktail sausages,
But keep them in your pocket.
but you keep them in your pocket. Now I
Pocket
don't know
sausage.
whether they come in a bag, like a pocket-sized bag, or
Yeah.
or what. But
You said that. You sent me a band recording, and that you said that at the end, and I was like,
yeah,
I thought it was a euphemism.
no,
That's
it's not.
that's part of the joy of the pocket sausage.
Yeah,
It's very euphemistic.
Is that a sausage in your pocket?
Or you
Or you just happen to see it?
Or you
that
just
could be
put,
the advert.
is that a sausage in your pocket? It would just been to a buffet,
Wait,
And then we made a pocket sausage wrap.
which I can't remember.
Oh.
there's like a entire depth of jokes in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, next episode I'll remember the rap and we'll perform the pocket,
Sausages wrap. I remember the first bit was like pocket sausages, pocket sausages, pocket sausages, pocket sausages.
Where? Oh!
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, pocket sausages, 2K40. So yeah, that was pocket sausages.
Pocket
I
sausages.
just thought I'd bring that up.
I'm good. I can't remember the rap, but I'll commit some brain cells to trying to remember that
Yeah,
at some
I
point.
think you should.
Um,
So if you could make any food pocket-sized, what would it be?
oh, right, okay.
Any food.
I'd
in
say
the
like a
world.
burger, but part of the joy of a burger is like the the feel of the meat
I
in your
mean,
hands.
you can fit a cheeseburger from that place in your pocket.
That's true. That's
Does it like come with it like a plate or something?
Maybe
I don't know.
a miniature pocket-sized plate.
If you put a plate,
like a saucer, you
if you
might
put a
say.
roast dinner in your pocket,
Yeah.
A roast dinner,
or whatever, you're gonna get like a.
Well, it'd be in a bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was asking.
Yeah,
But I thought if you put something like that on a plate in your pocket,
In your pocket.
But see, what happened with
it wouldn't
like,
be good.
see, the beauty of pocket sausages is the snack size. So you're like, pocket sausages. But like putting like proper food, like burger.
Yeah, but you could make.
That which I know
snack
I think
size.
burgers are proper food. Like
You could have, like,
that's satisfying.
pocket burgers.
Pocket burgers.
So about the same size
Did
as
they-
pocket sausages.
And they still like fill you the same.
If they still feel you the same, then I'd be game, man.
That'd be
Sign me
amazing.
up.
Michael's special kebab.
Ah, yes.
Have you had one of those?
Yes.
Well, me and Matt used to get them. One between us, and we never finished it.
No.
It's massive.
What I normally do is I cut mine in half.
Yeah.
Or maybe I have a little bit more than half for my tea. And then I'll save the rest for dinner tomorrow.
So we cut it hard, didn't we? And split it. It was like a
Oh.
baby.
It
Like-
is.
Oh, yeah.
It is about the size of a small child.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
insane.
first time I had one, I forced myself to eat it all.
No.
Just to say that I ate it all.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
It's like that scene from Matilda where he
The
she
cake.
makes him eat the cake.
Yeah, it was kind of like that, but it was myself forcing myself. I think I
Tom,
stopped breathing at one point.
Had to revive you.
Just there with the
Clear.
fork full of like Donna meat, just going,
Do it. Do it.
exactly. Yeah.
Do it now.
What would you have then?
What pocket?
Yeah.
Satisfying. Well,
Yes.
Michael's Kebab, situated in Thornton, check it out, has already been taken. So I think I have to go for.
I think I'm going to guess something.
Go on, guess.
I reckon you would have something cheese related.
It would have to be cheese blade, but you
Like
could
a
get.
wheel.
Yeah! I'd get like
a wheel of cheese, pocket sized.
Yeah.
like
I've just come up. Why don't we cover it in red wax?
and red
call it
wax.
Baby Bell.
And we call it something
Like-
along the lines
like,
of Baby Bell.
Yeah, or Bell Baby.
Or Bell Baby.
Yeah. Yeah, that could work. And we do like purple ones for like mature stuff.
Whoa.
Blow your mind. Oh, I can't really do that. It's been done. How about pocket size? Because all the good stuff's been done, like pork pies, eggs, like Scotch eggs. They've been
Scotch
done,
eggs.
They've been done, haven't they? Don't really know. I think I'm struggling to better your kebab.
Mine'd be pizza. Pizza slices.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so
That's good.
pocket-sized pizza slices in a bag in your pocket. You can eat pizza cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, like
And
sausages.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get cheese and tomato, pepperoni. I don't just want the basics though. Like a lot of things like that, like small pizza, you got cheese and tomato, pepperoni,
You want like
and that's
meatball
really
pizza?
it. Yeah, like meatballs and hot dogs and maybe some that are just covered in everything.
Miniature hot dogs. I know we've already got pocket sausages,
Okay.
but we haven't got the bread with them, have we?
What about pasty?
Miniature pasty.
They do those.
Did they actually do
Yeah,
that?
they're a bit bigger than that. They're about that big, but
That's cool.
yeah.
Miniature
That's
pasty.
amazing.
Miniature. hot
What,
dogs.
what an age we live in!
Or did that other the foldy over pizza?
Calzone.
Yeah.
Got one of those.
Yeah, miniature calzone. I'm not.
We're not even recording visuals this time.
No.
We might have to next time. We'll get the Progo.
This
The
chair's
Progo.
quite squeaky.
You're quite squeaky. Right. You've got a question for us, Thomas.
I've got another question. I've got a few.
We were discussing this the other day.
Yeah.
It's a good
So
one.
this is quite a serious one.
Yeah.
Okay. So 5 albums
Right.
from your teenage years that influenced you.
So this is an interesting one for me because, like, it's not 5 of your favourite albums. It's 5 albums that influenced you. Like, so
Right.
it's 5. Like, you could hate them now, but it's whether or not they influenced you when you were growing up, and it's quite tough.
It is a hard question.
What have you got? Well, what
I've written mine down, so I
Yeah.
remember them.
Yeah.
So to be fair, with I'd say maybe 3 or 4 of these, they are still great albums. So the first one is Discovering the Waterfront by Silverstein,
Right.
who are my favourite band and are coming over to Manchester next year and playing that album in its entirety. I cannot wait. So that was one of the first heavier bands I kind of listened to. I had a little MP3 player, stick MP3 player, and I got one of my friends to put like some heavier music on because at the time I liked a bit of pop punk and that kind of stuff, but I didn't know a lot about music. So I had things like Silverstein, Taking Back Sunday on there, Hawthorne Heights, there was loads of stuff. But that was one of the first bands, heavier bands that I listened to. Then got No Pads, No Helmets, Just Balls by Simple Plan.
Yeah.
So Simple Plan was my favourite band for about 4 years, to the point where it was scary, like really, really scary. I was a bit obsessed
Yeah.
with them. But yeah, that album was great. That was like one of my all-time favourite albums. Hours by Funeral for a Friend.
Yeah.
Great album.
You're getting a good review of Tom's taste now.
Yeah, this is yeah. So that was an absolutely fantastic album. It did take me a bit to get into because it was different to the kind of music that I listened to back then.
Yeah.
But great album, and all of these albums are the albums that kind of made me go, yeah, I want to play bass. Bass is a cool instrument.
See, I'm curious about this because I don't know why someone. I suppose you have to be a bassist to know, but why someone would choose bass. I suppose.
Don't be hard on the guy.
I'm not hard on the guy. I'm just asking. I don't know.
I will explain. I will try and explain anyway after.
Because I mean, it's quite an interesting phenomenon, really. Because like bass wasn't traditionally cool, and it took people like I think probably the punk movement. I think to make Sid Vicious. He was very cool, inverted commas. And he popped and more famous. I think Paul Simon from the Clash because he's on the cover of London Calling. Sting, yeah. Like people have made bass cool.
Yeah.
Flea.
Flea, yeah.
Everyone mentions Flea.
I know, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good bassist, but there are other good bassists.
Other good bassists are really
Yeah. Right, so I'll just finish my list.
Yeah.
So Ocean Avenue by Yellowcard.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so that was interesting because they had a violin player.
Mm.
I know bands have had violins in and everything else, but they had
It's the first
an
time.
actual violin player, which I thought was brilliant. And even when you listen to that album, even though it's like 10, must be 10 years old, even more, it's a great album. It's still a really good, solid album. And the last one is The Silence in Black and White by Hawthorne Heights. It's my emo side coming out there. But again, a really good album, and it was different.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
I've never heard
Silverstein and If You're for a Friend. It was heavy, but in its own way. And it was very experimental. Really, really good album. But yeah, they all kind of influenced who I am now.
Right.
Yeah.
It's quite an eclectic list. No, you're coming from the sort of pop, punky, sort of emo-y kind of side.
Yeah.
It's a bit different to me, so I'll go. Shall I do it in reverse chronological or chronological? Do you reckon?
I didn't do it in any order.
Well, I'll do it in chronological, and this is very hard for me to admit in the public domain, let alone in internet domain. But the first band I was ever like into was Busted.
Oh yeah.
I was into Busted. So I suppose their first album, it was self-titled. I suppose that was a big influence to me because that was the first time I was into music. Like the first time. I know it was pop.
So now you're making me rethink my list because that was one I went more kind of 13 to 17 kind of age.
Right. Oh, you're thinking
I'd
that
have done a
was...
little bit before. Yeah, that would have been in there.
Oh yeah, so that was
Yeah.
year 6. I was talking.
Yeah, that's it.
And then where I got and then music taste sort of evolved on it. I suppose when I got into high school, so we are moving sort of into my teens now. The first band, much like you with Simple Plan, I think that I was blinkered to. Like when you're young, you get blinkered, don't you? Like you have very narrow tastes.
Yeah.
And it was Green Day.
Oh yeah.
So I wouldn't say it's my favourite album by them now, but it was most influential for me at the time was American Idiot by Green Day. Because again, that was something heavier I got into, and that I suppose it was pop punk. I suppose it started steering me in my musical education towards my ultimate destination of punk and alternativeness.
Yeah.
And so after that, it's hard because these aren't necessarily albums that I'd listen to now, but they're albums that I influenced me. And the next one is an album I listen to now because it's a bloody bit. Nevermind by Nirvana. Nirvana are probably one of my favourite bands. They're in my top 5 bands. I love Nirvana. If I could go back and see any gig and bring members back to life, it would be when they played Reading. And when Nirvana played Reading, I'd love to see that. I'm running out of slots already. It'd have to be a Radiohead one next. Probably.
I was wondering if I was going to come in.
Yeah, but we're coming to the tail end of it now. This is when I was in 6th form. First year of 6th form. I discovered Radiohead. I think I played the Bends first, and A Love Affair started from there. And I love Radiohead still, but again, I think when you're young, you've got very blinkered and narrow sort of taste. You don't really open up.
When I was listening to Busted, I was also listening to Black Eyed Peas. And Fat Man Scoop.
That's what I mean. See, but they were like I suppose they were like a gateway band.
Yeah,
because at least they had guitars.
Yeah, they didn't really.
And at least
play them live, but they had them.
And at least they wrote the songs, or one of them did.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I'm not supporting them anyway, but they were influential.
Mind you, have you heard Muck Busted's new song?
No.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's got Mark Hoppus in it, which kind of made me go, I'm going to give that a listen. It is very, very pop punky.
Yeah.
But it's not too bad. I'm embarrassed to say it's not too bad.
I've not heard it, so I can't make fast comment. And last one, I might have to break the rules here slightly and go slightly outside of my teens. I suppose late teens. My late teens, so just finished college, just going into uni. Because I'm a year younger than most people in my year. So while people are going, when everyone else was 18, I was still 17.
Yeah.
So I get everything late. So my teens are extended. It was probably going to have to be Titus Andronicus, the Monitor.
Okay.
Their American punky concept album. It's an amazing album about the American Civil War. And Titus Andronicus are probably also in my top 5 favourite bands now. I love them.
Right.
And I suppose. But amongst all that, I wish I'd put London Calling in there.
Yeah. That's...
Because that shaped me pretty fierce. The Clash in general, I mean. Not so much the Sex Pistols. But even like I could start talking about Echo and the Bunnymen. I could start talking about all kinds of
There's loads,
Joy Division.
yeah.
I love Joy Division. I don't know. There's loads. Right then, Matt. We've given you enough time.
It's a hard question to answer. I think. When I was a kid, I didn't really listen to a lot of music.
Mm.
I used to only really listen to stuff when I was in the car with my dad.
Yeah.
And the kind of music I'd listen to with him was stuff like Oasis.
Yeah.
So the Morning Glory album.
Sort of Britpop kind of.
Yeah, that was a lot of the music I was to, and Stereophonics.
Oh yeah, let me been into them.
I really like Stereophonics. And then I picked up drums.
Yeah. Or like just all of them at once. Just the bass drum. Maybe I should play these instead of just carrying them about.
I started playing drums towards the end of high school, and I think I was playing stuff from Oasis and Stereophonics because that's what I liked.
Play with this today.
And I think I started playing stuff by AC/DC as well.
Okay, yeah.
Like Highway to Hell and stuff.
Yeah. So that's had a back and back album, isn't it? I think.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I think it is.
So there's that sort of stuff, and then
Tom's there drumming.
Sorry, I'll stop.
And then I was jamming with a couple of different people, and because everyone's got different music tastes, it started getting into some heavier stuff.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
That, what you were saying, Tom.
Yeah.
And out of it, I kind of began listening to Avenged Sevenfold.
Right, that's a big step up. Like,
yeah, like at first I was
heaviness.
At first I didn't maybe I didn't get it. It was alright, but I didn't kind of like it at first. But I was listening to some of the stuff because I'd been sent links or something, and then I actually like really started to like it. And then I listened to some of the, I think that was a self-titled album, the stuff I was listening to on there. And then I started having a look at all the stuff they'd done before and after.
Avenged Sevenfold are funny because like I'm not into metal or thrash or anything like that too much, but Avenged Sevenfold, from what my uncle, who I'd credit him as probably getting me into music, like my family aren't particularly, well, we are now, but my mum and dad aren't particularly musical. I think Dad used to play in a folk band. But my uncle, he was in thrash metal bands and stuff. He played guitar, and he was the reason, I suppose, I thought that was cool.
And he looks like Kurt Cobain.
Yeah. I have a theory that Kurt Cobain didn't die. He faked his death and then moved to Thornton and carried on his life and be married. He talked about Avenged Sevenfold. He says, if you listen to Avenged Sevenfold, just recycle old thrash riffs and all like. I suppose because they've been listening to thrash and stuff for years, so he's got a big memory bank of previous riffs and stuff, riffs.
Ribs.
But
Ribs.
The thing that sort of made me listen to it a lot, as well as I've been subject to it, is because the drums are quite energetic. It's quite like ear candy for a drummer listening to stuff like that, rather than a lot. Do you think it's fair to say that a lot of songs, the drums are roughly sort of similar? Yeah. There are differences, obviously, but a lot of the beats, they don't really differ that
the same
much.
outlines.
If you can play sort of, a few beats, largely you can play most songs.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing though.
To a certain, no, I don't say it's bad because a lot of it fits the song. But when you listen to stuff like that, the drums are more complex. And things like that, and actually ended up. This is a weird jump again. I started listening to Dream Theater.
Dream Theater. We're getting prog now.
It's quite. That was
Jesus.
That was the kind of like the odd times things because I was trying to.
I see what you mean, like a drummer. Like,
yeah, I was basically I was trying to learn new stuff. I started on kind of rock alternative music, and then ended up going a bit towards
prog. That's prog dream theater,
like
isn't it?
well, yeah, and then ended up with the odd time stuff over there, and I kind of